Hey, welcome everyone to a new game of Catan. So let's have a look at the board. Do we see we are fourth position? What do we see? Okay, I think the wheat is pretty cornered, the good wheat spot. So maybe someone will take the 5-10. I could see that as well. Um, so I'm looking at one of these spots over here. You could also place on the 6-3-4 and expecting to get the 8-4, but that might also be taken. I'm not sure. So 6-5-11 could be a good spot. 6-9-3 is a good spot. I'm looking at the weak spot because the weak spots are definitely a problem on this board. And he plays on the 3-8-10. I think I agree. You secure yourself the ore and wheat. Purple does that too. And if you take the 6-5-11, I think no one will place on the 8-4. So then I'll have the 6-3-4 and I can build to the 8-4. If you take the 6-3-4, I take the 6-5-11, I think. But what do I to take with it though? So the wood board is to the right here, so that would not be great. So purple can have a good setup as well. Um, so what do I do if you take the 6-3-4? I'm not sure. Having no brick is a problem. So I could also take the 4-9-11 with the 6-4-11. Okay, but oh, I think as green, you definitely take the 8-4 here, the way you are placing here. So the 8-4 will not be open on this board. And I have a sheep problem, I think, and a wheat problem. So I'm really thinking about taking the 6-4-3 and probably with the 4-9-11. And I think we are close enough to connect here. But purple will have an amazing setup, I think, if green takes the 8-4. Yeah, but I also have to think about what is good for me. I could also double up on the wheat. Mm, yeah, and purple can also take road for sure. Okay, this is tough. I'm not sure what to do here. I really have no clue. Okay, I will take the 4-9-11 with the 6-3-4, I think. So 6-3-4, 4-9-11 is, I think, my best setup. And if green somehow decides not to take the 8-4, I could build to it. Um, yeah, so our win condition, I think, is definitely road. And we have a good expansion spot in 4-11. The brick can be valuable on this board, so we might get some wheat out of it. What I also could do is 6-3-4 or 6-3-11 with the 8-4-10. That could also be an option, I think. Or 6-3-4, 5-10. That could also be an option. But yeah, I think it's a little bit too low production. It's only 70 points of production. I think that is a little bit too low. Yeah, but we take the 6-3-4 here. So it's obvious that green will take the 8-4 here, I think. Or do you take the 5-10? Well, we will find out. Oh, this is really tough. So let me know down in the comments what you would do as fourth position. I think it's an okay setup, but definitely not a good setup. Uh, what I have here. I did take one of the highest producing spots. Yeah, you take the 8-4. And are you trying to raise me here to the 4-11? No, you're not trying to raise me, so that's great. So I think, yeah, purple takes the 8 for 10 for sure, and blue takes the 5 for 10. So purple by far in the best position here. Yeah, I'm not sure if I made the right plays. I'm not sure if this is winnable. So what I also could do is just start off wheatless, but I'm not sure if that is the best option though. But I don't like my setup at all. Also compared to what the other players have here, especially purple. I think purple is in a really, really strong position. This is a rough game, so yeah, I'm still thinking what I could have done differently. So 634, 411, I have no sheep, basically no wheat. Um, 643, 510, would that be an option here? I'm also not sure. I don't have the sheep, so I don't like that setup. I do think taking the 643 makes sense, or the 6-3-11. Mm, yeah, the 643 makes sense, but it is debatable. So do you start off with or with or placing on the wheat? Or should I just take the 8 for 10, for example, and just go for production? Then we can port in or wood for the wheat, and we have a great expansion spot probably on the A3. That might be actually better. I don't like this position. So we just place a road. That means we will not have not any wood or brick anymore. Yeah, because of this reason. They're already getting tons of cards, and I'm getting nothing. I'm really dependent on the 4 to roll. If the 4 doesn't roll, the 11 will not roll. Okay, we will take that for an ore, for sure. I will overproduce ore, so that's a great trade for me. Yeah, so maybe the others can help us a little if they will give me ore for wheat. I think getting the city will be really helpful. And I think, oh, nice. So we might get an early city. And I think I want to city up the 4911. Okay, not yet, but we will get it soon. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I want to city up the 4911. And also, a little bit meta, but I think I don't want purple to get an early city. I think purple could be really strong. So if I city up the 4911, uh, the 9 ore will be blocked a little bit more. And I'm on the 6 ore anyway, and I want to get some extra wheat. And it could also really pair if I double up on the brick here, so that if a 4 rolls, I will get 2 roads out of it. So that's my thought process here. So maybe purple wants to trade me. I'm willing to give him the ores he needs if I can get a sheep and a wheat for him. So let's try to do this with blue. Or just an ore for a wheat. Okay, green accepts this trade, really nice. And now I'm trying if I can get a sheep too. Maybe blue wants to do this trade. 2 ores a little bit too expensive. Okay, but I will city up here. I definitely need some more wheat. Maybe I should have traded blue. No, I should not have traded blue. So I only have 1 ore to spare. So if he doesn't want to do a 1 for 1. Okay, I didn't expect to get the city that soon. Oh, but he still blocks the 6. That's interesting. Oh wow, he already gets the city. That's insane. And yeah, purple will run away with this game, I think. Okay, we do get an 11 here. Let's see if we can get a sheep for an ore here. Maybe there's no sheep in the game. Yeah, I think there is. Wow, they both want ore and a wheat for it. I don't like giving my wheat away, but it will help me get the 3 for 1, and then I don't have to trade them anymore. Yeah, that's way too expensive. I can also do wood and ore for sheep. I don't need my ore right now. And I need a 4 anyway, so then I will have the road. They are really greedy. For just 1 sheep. Well, the sheep is pretty rare on this board, by the way. But blue does have a lot of sheep. Okay, at least he blocks the 6. Yeah, so this is really very painful that we don't get any 4s here. That's literally our best roll, and it doesn't roll here. That's really bad. Okay, there's the 7. So hopefully they recognize purple is in the lead here. Otherwise I will tell them. Oh wow, blocks the 10 sheep instead of the 9 ore. This is a fine trade too. I need at least one. Yeah, I know it's a good trade for him, but I need to get the sheep here. Yeah, I wanted to get another wheat. He wants the ore here. Uh, nah, I need my wood now, and I want to settle. And maybe he did have the city in hand. There's the 4, finally. Okay, 9 is not great. I would have had the city and the settlement, so that's pretty bad. I think I'll wait till I get another city. I don't want to give my wheat here, so yeah, let's just hold here. Okay, now the 4 starts to roll, but a little bit awkward because we have a high chance, of course, of 7ing out. I don't mind this, actually. Okay. So maybe I want to road settle on the 311, because then I can connect my roads and I can expand to the 510 later. Okay, now we are getting the good rolls here. Mm, not sure, the 10 didn't roll, I think. Wheat and ore for just 1 brick. He's crazy. Oh, he gets the road settle anyway. So he does have the brick here in hand. So interesting to note. I will do it for the wood here. But the 5, did the 5 roll? Yeah, you might need the wood as well. Yeah, so now I will have the city. Ooh, okay. So can I get a sheep here? Okay, no sheep. What do I do here? Yeah, we definitely city up. Yeah, we just city up here. And I could also just get 2 expansion spots here, probably. Yeah, I think I want to go for that option. So I don't want to 7 out. And I think the 5-10 is a little bit too risky for me. Okay, but suddenly my rolls are now... we are really getting our rolls right now. I could go for the city, but I think I want to settle on the 3-11 just to get the settlement. And blue might have the row building, so yeah, I don't want to give him any chance to steal my win condition, basically. Because if he gets the 3-11, I will lose for sure. I know he needs the wood. No, he doesn't need the wood, right? The 5 to roll. Yeah, that was not the best trade. And no 7, very important. So can I get the sheep? What does green want? Does he want the wheat? Does he want the ore? He probably needs the brick, right? Let's see. Yeah, he needs the brick. Well, I produce a lot of ore, so I will just reform my ore for the sheep. And settle on the 3-11. Yeah, so now I think we will be the target. Yep. Oh, okay. He doesn't steal from me. That's interesting. Oh, he's mad because green cut blue off. Yeah, blue's only getting the development cards, but it will be hard for him to get the city. I think blue will, yeah, run out for sure. He will not have the production. Purple is definitely my competitor. Yeah, but now his 9 ore will get blocked. I know purple does have a lot of wheat. I think he's waiting till he gets the ore. So I think you should block the 9 ore. So now it's actually pretty nice that I'm doubling up on the ore, so I cannot be locked out of ore. But yeah, it will be very hard to compete with purple. Purple is on the brick and the wood, the 6 brick and the 8 wood. So maybe my only advantage over purple. Yeah, but purple can now also take this spot from me here, I think. But yeah, he's 1 card off for sure. Yeah, you need 8 cards, of course, to road settle. Wow, we are getting some insane rolls now. Ooh, I could now expand to the 5-10 as well. Maybe I could offer for him for a sheep. What does he want to do with the wood here? Just do the 9-12? Okay, no 7. That is amazing. So let's see if we can get a sheep here. For just a brick, that's fine, right? Yeah, I think the 5-10 is such a good spot for me to take. I think purple can take the 9-2 for me, but even then, I think if I get the 5-10, that is amazing for me. And now we are not dependent on the 11 wheat anymore. Yeah, and of course it's a great expansion spot. It's way better than the 9-2. Ooh, and he wanted to take the 5-10 here, I think for sure. But yeah, I think we are now pretty lucky with the rolls. The 11, the 4s. Okay, we will have another 6 on the 5-10. It looks really nice now. We can win next turn if you don't take road, but I think you have to take road now. Or do you take this spot from me? Yeah, but you need the sheep to do it. But then again, if you decide to go here, yeah, if you take road, that's pretty bad, but yeah, I think we have to win. Well, we could also win with 3 more cities now. And we do have the ore and wheat, so I don't need to win with road. I do like my position though, for sure. Yeah, and you will, yeah, but that was obvious. Can't you take road? If you don't take road, I have a high chance to win. Let's see if you decide to take the road here. No, okay, so if one of our numbers get rolled, I think we already have it. But the 8's definitely not a good roll. So 11 is a winning roll, 4 is a winning roll, 6 is not a winning roll, 3 is a winning roll. We do get the 7, so if we can get a brick, yeah, we need the brick. I'm not sure, I definitely block purple here, but do I block purple on the 6 brick or the 8 wood? I think the 6 brick. Okay, we do get an ore. I will not get any brick, so yeah, I will just city up the 5-10 here. And we have to wait one more turn. Yeah, okay, it is smart. It's smart for sure. Yeah, so we had the win in hand if we did get a little bit lucky. Yeah, 3, 4, and 11 would win us the game. But it might still be hard for purple to get the next city because he's dependent on the 3 and the 9, or he needs a lot of 8s to roll. But this is basically block the whole game. So yeah, but yeah, purple needs 2 cities anyway, or a road settle and a city. But if I roll 1-4, I win. Yeah, it only takes 1-4. Just a 6. Okay, but I will focus now on getting 2 cities. This is a weird block. This hurts me way more than it hurts purple. But I could, yeah, no, I'm not sure. This is just to block me, I think. Oh wow, that would be amazing if the 4 wasn't blocked. Oh, yeah. Otherwise, I would probably have won. Because the 8 didn't roll, right? Yeah, it rolled once, I think. Okay, so he wasted his roads basically, and yeah, I don't need to win with roads anymore. Of course, it would be nice, it would be more efficient. But yeah, I can win with 2 cities now. So I will city up the 4-11, or do I city up the 3-11? I think both are not. Well, if they decide to block the 4 and I roll 1, 3, and 4, I could still sneak in the win. Yeah, I will do it for an or, for sure. But overall, I didn't expect to be so close to the win. I for sure thought purple would have the game. But we still have a chance. Oh wow, what is he? Okay, just for the road sale? Okay, that's fine. Oh, that 7 is really bad. That's a really bad 7 out. Oh man, that's rough. Yeah, purple can win with 2 road saddles, right? So I think I will just block the 8 wood here. Oh man, that was a rough 7 out. I would be online and then I would have a lot of time to get the city, the next city. But I can't complain too much. It was my first 7 out. There were a lot of moments I could have 7 out badly. So it happens. Purple cannot win this turn, so we still have a chance. 11 is the only roll I will risk another 7 out, but of course getting the wheat is nice. Okay, very nice. So if we roll a 6 or a 9, we can win with 2 cities now. Mono's out of play, so our only enemy is the 7. So we will at least have 9 points now, even if we 7 out. But we have a high chance of getting the win now, I think. The 4 will be a win too. Oh, come on. And then we rolled a 10. What do I want to do? I don't want my 11 to be blocked, so I think I city up the 4-11. Okay, we do have the win in hand now. And purple only getting the sheep. He didn't get a 6, a 9, or a 3. So I still think purple can't win. But maybe he does have the wheat. Maybe he's 1-6 off. We have to see. Maybe if you roll the 6 on your turn. And I think blue doesn't have the knight here. I think this is a VP. Otherwise you would block me. Oh, it is the 9, actually. That could be. I don't think you have to win in hand, though. Okay, nice. So they luckily they didn't trade in. What if green does have the mono? Okay, just a knight. That is fine. Okay, that is fine. It's a little bit annoying. Okay, but we can't lose now anymore. Oh wow. So we clutched ourselves out of the win. Getting that 5-10 was huge, by the way. We did get 4 ore. I didn't think we benefited from the wheat here, but the 10 ore was really huge, actually. Oh no, we can't city anymore, but we still win because of the clutch 3 here. Wow, that was close. I We already did have 4 cities. Wow, wow, that was so clutch. Wow, that was insane. Okay, so okay, we are getting 30 on 50-50. That's a really respectable elo, in my opinion. All grandmasters, with some on the lower level, but still 4 grandmasters and run 1300. So hope you enjoyed. Let's have a look at the die statistics. So actually only 4 fours, but look at how many roads we did get from it. Because we did get the fours rolling when we did have the cities. So that was really nice. The 11 was pretty insane. And well, the other numbers are what you could expect, I think. So I would not say that we did get that much luck on our side, but it was definitely not against us. So this thing, Blue didn't play well. Well, I think he did have a tricky setup to begin with. I think the 10 ore is a little bit too low, but he did go for the early death cards. You want to city up first. So I agree with that. So yeah, we only get robbed 5 times. Yeah, we built one of the most roads. You built even more roads. You did get robbed more than me because you were in the early lead. So I hope you enjoyed and hope to see you tomorrow. Bye bye.